Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Amazon Echo Show. Now, this is the latest generation, been on the market for some time, and I actually kind of got sucked into purchasing this, not because I needed it, but merely because I had multiple first-gen Echo Shows sitting around, and with Prime Day and the promotion that they had to offer in terms of trade-in and then discounting essentially your purchase price associated with the trade-in, that whole promotion, plus slashing the price, I kind of just gave in. So it wasn't a great trade for me, but considering a lot of my Amazon Echo products were merely collecting dust, I kind of figured this would be better to collect dust. I don't know. At any rate, it is a big improvement. Now, whether or not you are fully vested into Amazon's Assistant ecosystem is a matter of personal choice, preference, and of course, probably where you started with all of your smart home accessories. Personally, I started off with both Echo products as well as Google Home products because it was a matter of what would work in my house. And Amazon did initially have a wider range of support. Of course, these days, as I already mentioned at the top of this video, I have phased out pretty much all of my Amazon products. Yes, I still have a Dot here and there, which sounds a little odd, but I figured this might actually be worthwhile since it is their top-of-the-line product. And granted, it may not take much longer for them to actually end up replacing it because these things do move quickly. I think that's everything that's in the box. It was still something I wanted to be able to share with all of you because I am going to test it out. I am going to see what I think of it compared to my Lenovo as well as Google Home Hub products. I mean, this thing is fairly large. The speaker is gigantic compared to what I have even on the Lenovo 10-inch smart display. And of course, Google has not officially released their larger 10-inch displayed hub yet, the Nest Home Hub. So I am looking forward, hopefully it still works. I am looking forward to that because that product is going to have a much better speaker, hopefully better microphones. And that's not to say that the smaller version, which I have all around the house, isn't good, or that Lenovo's isn't. I mean, they all have pitfalls, but I am hoping that with time, they all improve. So as far as design goes, this thing is a bit bulky, but if I compare it again to the Lenovo 10-inch smart display, I mean, it might actually be more aesthetically pleasing in that it is you're just getting that display. You're not getting any extra crap. You're not getting a side speaker. You know, the design of the Lenovo smart display was far from anything fantastic, but it was the only product of its kind at the time of launch. Trying to get the plastic off of this power adapter. And that was why I went with it, because I wanted a 10-inch IPS display that I could actually utilize, and especially because of Google's ability, their feature to have Google Photos directly integrated, little Echo Show paperwork. That was a big selling point for me. I wanted the best quality that I could get on a screen. Now, I don't know if this is an IPS panel. It may be, it may not. I do not believe it is 1080p. I'm not positive. Again, this is not a product that I had extreme interest in, but I can tell you already, the size of the speaker is just massive, so I'm expecting better performance there, and I wouldn't be shocked if the microphone performance was superior either. So we have a Kensington lock. I guess some people lock these suckers down. And then, of course, the power port, and then we have a that is a micro USB port, it appears, that is labeled as network. So we don't have a line out here for audio, but that's because this speaker should do the job. Now I'm going to see if I can just plug it in, start it up so that you can actually see what the quality looks like. Let's see if I have an available port for this. I mean, again, this was something I really debated whether or not I wanted to even share it with everybody, because I don't know if I'm going to use it. I mean, yes, it's compatible with all of my devices in home, but ever since switching to Google, it was really to make life easier. And, you know, Amazon still does some things better, but I can't help but notice that the one Echo Dot I still have running likes to basically talk to me on various occasions, whether I've used the keyword or not, which is just about the creepiest thing possible. So let's see. I think I see a port that I can use. Bear with me. Doing a little bit of crawling here to get to my power strip. And I'll get this plugged in. And, you know, I'm curious what all of you use at this point, because everybody's different in terms of where they've found the best support for their device. I eventually made that migration. As I said, we do have a camera on here, 4 microphones. For those of you that didn't catch that, I'm going to plug it in right now. And, as long as I didn't destroy it on that drop earlier, we're going to see exactly what display quality and all that jazz, even though I just put a nice handprint on it. See if it powers up. We have the volume rocker right here, and I'm assuming that's a privacy filter for the camera. And we're booting up. So powered by Intel, which isn't a bad thing. Get my lights out of the shot there. Very high gloss. Nothing wrong with that. But, you're not going to be able to have direct access to things like YouTube, something that I think a lot of people want to have access to. I think that's one of the big allures of the Google Home, the Nest Home Hub. This product, you don't have that. Can you navigate through a browser to it? Some Ruslan fur there. Yes, you can do that. Is that a pain in the ass? Yes. But if you're fully in on the Echo lineup, then this is going to be a natural fit for you if you want a 10-inch display. And again, the footprint and look, I think, is nicer than the Lenovo smart display that I have in my kitchen presently. So who knows? Maybe this is going to step into the kitchen. So it's connecting. I'm not going to really take it through the paces now. Let's just see if that is the... I don't know if that's a privacy button. That's just the mute button, it appears. It's wanting me to go through language selection now, which of course I can.
Hello. Ready for setup.
Anyway, that is the Echo Show, current generation. Been on the market for a while. I'm hoping that it's not going to be a dust collector. I know it's going to be better than the first gen Echo Show that I wasted a solid amount of money on, but it was the only home assistant that had a built-in screen at the time, so it was a no-brainer. Now we have options. That's a good thing. This is one of them, and if you get it on sale like I did, maybe it's perfect for you if you are completely loyal or trapped like I was with some old Echo products that you couldn't show, let alone give away to anybody. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button, and as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.